G'day and welcome to another one of my Minecraft shader videos. Today I'll be showing you how you can get my new optimized volumetric clouds. And as you can see the frame rate here as well before I show you. It's running about 72 frames. This is just default 10.1 ZEUS. Alright, and here we have the new volumetric clouds that I've been working on. Now as you can see we went from about 72 frames down to about 65. You'll never really lose more than about 8 frames with these, I've noticed. Now, you can see just there's still a little bit of pixelation on the edges. That's mainly just a problem with putting this type of cloud into 10.1. As you probably know, I've been working a lot with O1 shader, and that problem is almost non-existent. But until I can find a bit more time to get a video out showing you how you can get ZEUS looking exactly like my O1 modified shader, this will have to do for the time being. Now there'll be a PASTEBIN link in the description showing you or telling you exactly how you can get it looking just like this. I'll just show you what it looks like when it rains. There they bunch up quite nicely. And we go down to about 52 frames. As opposed to the default 10.1 shader. As you can see we're down to about 54-55 frames, so the volumetric clouds actually hold up quite well when it's raining. Alright, we'll just change it back to clear. And I'll quickly show you what they look like over night time. This is what they look like over night time. They're a little bit dark compared to what they look like in the O1 shader. But as you can see, they can even completely block out the moon. Now the beauty of these clouds is that they render a lot higher than the VC5 clouds. And they also don't go all pixely when passing through blocks and that, as the VC5 ones did. As you can see, they're passing through quite nicely there, but there still is a slight bug. If you get far enough away and down low enough, you can see they still go all pixely, just like the VC5 clouds do. But as soon as you get close to them, they get quite nice. Now, to get the clouds looking like this has taken me a lot of time. Many hours and even weeks. But I think everyone will be quite happy with these. Now, I don't think that we're going to get them any better than this. Now, while I've got you, I'm just going to do a quick preview of what's going to be in my next video and how the shaders are looking so far. Still got a few little tweaks to do before I sit down and really make a proper video and make it so you will be able to get it looking exactly the same. Anyway, this is what I'm calling ZEUS complete. This is it here. As you can see, a lot of the pixel in the clouds is pretty much non-existent. You can see tiny little bits. It's made a way that the sky is calculated in 10.1 as opposed to O1 shader. You also notice that I've got the 2D clouds as well, both moving at pretty much the same speed as each other. Another new feature that I've been working on is to change the way the water reflection works. I'll explain why I've done this in the upcoming video. It's basically to stop a bug that was happening with the way it was done before. I've also enabled his atmospheric fog. Now I know I've said in the past I don't like this, but since working on my own shader, I've actually come to realise that effect can be actually quite beneficial and looks really quite nice if done correctly. Other things as well is like the waving vines. Now the texture pack I'm using is CHROMA HILLS, but with my own personalized specular mapping. Now if you want this as well, I'm sure I can help you in getting what you need. Not to mention that this shader has virtually no bugs. There's no sunrise, sunset bug, and many other bugs have all been eliminated from this shader. Now, besides this one, I've actually got two other versions that I've been working on. One being a standard version, and another one being a light version. Basically, since there is no light version of SEUS 10.1 yet. Now as you can see, this is the ultimate version and getting about 55 frames on a GTX 770, and this is the standard version. Basically a lot of features have been turned off, such as the volumetric clouds, POM, specular mapping, and a few tweaks here and there, and we went from about 55 frames all the way up to about 85 frames. So basically that gives you room to enable certain features if you've got the excess like I have here, such as enabling your volumetric clouds, which will only take off about 8 frames. Oh yeah, and this is how these look, the volumetric clouds look in 01 of a nighttime. Really quite nice compared to just your standard 10.1 shader. Oh, and for all of those that are still using the 10.0 light shader, just because that's all that they can actually run at the moment, and in case none of you have actually used it, this is what it looks like. And as you can see, my frame rate is pretty much through the roof. Now, I'm going to quickly switch over to my new light version. And here it is. As you can see straight away, I've got the 2D procedural clouds all working quite nicely. Also have a much better glowing sun, if it ever gets away from the clouds. I've also fixed the glow on the glowstones and the torches. Much better overall lighting. I've also put in the atmospheric fog, since it doesn't take up any frames to use it. No reflection in the water, that's because it's still too demanding, but as you can see, we've got waving water at least. And also, I have added in the rain particles so you can actually see the rain, and rain fog. This is where my version really shines over the old one, which looks like this. This is just your normal 10.0 light shader. Very plain looking. Quickly switch back to my light version. Also has the waving vines. And you'll be happy to know that this actually runs at the exact same frame rate as 10.0. Which is quite amazing considering how different it looks. So there you have it. Yeah, I'll end the video here. I will be getting the next video out as soon as I can, I promise. Showing you how you can get Zeus to look exactly like this one. And me and Joey are still working on trying to get God rays into Zeus. It's extremely hard, so don't get your hopes up. But anyway, I'll be going into more depth with the next video about all this. So until then, I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.